Engineering. This is Professor S.V. Patil. In our today's lecture, we want to discuss the 200 process chart, that is also called as a operator process chart. This is the most detailed type of a chart, and it is used to record the activities that are performed by the workers by using their both hands. This chart is normally confined to the work that is carried out at a single workplace. It will give the idea about the synchronized movement of the two hands. It will represent that various movements in a graphical way. This chart is applicable to visualize the complete sequence of activities in the repetitive tasks. So in the mass production industries, there are particular tasks that workers are supposed to be performed again and again. So while performing those tasks, that workers are using their both hands, and it is possible to record those activities by using this 200 process chart. It is also used to study the workstation layout. We'll discuss how to construct this 200 process chart, which is also called as a operator process chart. Here it will consist two different charts, one for the left hand and other for the right hand. It is possible to record the simultaneous activities that are performed by the both hands. It helps to analyze what left hand will be doing when right hand is working, or vice versa. While preparing this chart, we are supposed to use all the 5 symbols that were discussed in the earlier part of this unit. But here, the inspection and storage are not in the conventional sense. The inspection symbol, that is hollow arrow, it is used to indicate the touch or fill, whereas the storage symbol, that is inverted triangle, it is used to indicate the gripping action or holding action. We'll discuss how to prepare this 200 process chart by taking one example. So here, that example is assembly of nut and bolt. So we are knowing the nuts and bolts are used as a fasteners. This is the layout where that workers are supposed to perform that assembly activity. There are different bins. In bin B, the bolts are kept. In bin N, the nuts are placed. The operator is standing at the center and he is performing the assembly activity. Once that assembly is completed, that worker is supposed to place that assembly in bin A. So here we'll start to prepare the 200 process chart. Initially, we are supposed to prepare the heading part of the chart. At the start, we are supposed to mention which kind of chart is this. So this is the 200 process chart, and this is for the present method. The task for which the chart is prepared. So the task here is assembly of nut and bolt. Then chart begins, both hands free before assembly. Chart ends, both hands free after assembly. Then the name of person who has prepared this chart and the date of charting. So this heading part we are supposed to prepare at the start. Now, as we are discussing the earlier part, we are supposed to prepare two different charts, one for left hand, other for right hand. So these are the two different charts that are prepared for performing the assembly of this nut and bolt. We are supposed to write the description towards the left hand side, and we are supposed to prepare the term towards the right hand side. So here for left hand, description, reach for the bolt. So initially operator is standing at the center. He is moving his left hand towards bin B for catching that bolt. So here there is a transportation symbol which is indicating the movement of that left hand. Then there is a right hand. The right hand of the operator will be reached towards this bin N to catch that nut. So there is a transportation of the right hand. So symbol is that hollow arrow. We are using this hollow arrow first time, so we have numbered it as 1. Then the left hand will try to grip that bolt and the right hand will try to grip that nut. So that gripping is nothing but an operation. So I use that hollow circle as a symbol and we are using this as a first time. So we are numbered as 1. Now, after grasping that bolt in a left hand, after grasping that nut in a right hand, it is required to move that two objects at the center. So here, carry to the center position, which is indicating the transportation. We use this transportation symbol second time, that's why we are numbered as a 2. We are written in a description, carry to the center position. Now, we want to perform the assembly of that nut and bolt. So it is required to secure the head of that bolt very properly, and we have discussed the symbol for the same is a inverted triangle. In the earlier part of this unit, we have used this symbol for the storage purpose. But in case of a 200 process chart, we are supposed to use this symbol for indicating the grip or hold. So here the head of that bolt is secured properly by the operator, and to indicate that we use that symbol, which is the inverted triangle. Now the right hand will place that nut on the bolt. It is an operation which is numbered as a 2. After 1, it is numbered as a 2. Then we are supposed to tighten that nut by providing the required rotary motion. So that is screwing the nut. That is an operation which is indicated as a number 3. Now that head of the bolt is secured by the left hand side. So I use that inverted triangle as a symbol. Now once that assembly is completed, the right hand will secure that assembly. So that is indicated by this hollow circle. We are using this hollow circle 4th time, that's why the number is a 4. Now the assembly is ready, and that is in the right hand. It is required to move that assembly towards this bin A. Sorry, and for that purpose we are supposed to use this transportation symbol. It is used for the 3rd time, that's why numbered as a 3. Now here the left hand is releasing that assembly to the right hand. So here we have written the description for the left hand as transfer assembly to the right hand. For this left hand, this is the 2nd time when that operation event is used. So that's why we are numbered as a 2. Now the left hand will become ideal. Okay, the activities that are supposed to be performed by the left hand are completed. So I use that delay symbol over here. Now the right hand, which is reached or which is moved toward this bin A, it will release that assembly in that bin. So here we have mentioned that operation, that is release assembly, which is numbered as a 4. Now at the end, that left hand will move back to the center position. So here there is a transportation symbol and description is return hand to the center position. So here we have prepared this chart, which will consist 2 different trunks, one for left hand, other for right hand. Now here we are supposed to prepare the summary. There is one correction over here. Instead of referring this as a number 4, refer this as a number 5. See, this is the first operation, this is the second operation, this is the third operation, this is the fourth operation. Now here instead of 4 it should be 5. So this is the small correction that we are supposed to do over here. At the end, we are supposed to prepare the summary. The summary will appear like this. In the first column, we are supposed to mention the symbols for right hand, for left hand. Then we are supposed to mention the frequency of those symbols. So for the right hand, if you refer this term, we have used that operation symbol 5 times. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. So frequencies are 5. Already I have told you, do small correction over here. Instead of 4, refer this as a 5. So here frequencies are 5. Now the transportation symbol were used 4 times. First, second, third, fourth. So that is numbered as a 4. Then that inverted triangle we have not used anywhere over here. So there is a dash. There is a no delay also. That's why there is a dash. If we go for the left hand, the option symbol is used twice. That's why we are having number as a 2 over here. Then transportation symbol we are using 2 times. Then this inverted triangle, which is indicating that hold, it is used 2 times, and delay is used for the 2 times. So this is the way through which we are supposed to prepare the summary. Now we'll consider one more exercise where we are supposed to prepare this 200 process chart. The description is given over here for one of the industrial activity. I will read it. The activity is performed by the operator for assembly of washer, nut to bolt are as under. So here we are supposed to assemble 3 different components together, that nut, bolt along with the washer. They have given the description. The operator moves simultaneously his left hand to pin 1 for bolt and right hand to pin 2 for washer. The left hand grasps bolt while the right hand grasps the washer. Both hands carry their objects back to the assembly position, where left hand holds the bolt while right hand positions the washer over the bolt. Right hand then moves to pin 3 for nut, pick up the nut, carries it back to the assembly position, position nut over bolt, threads nut and checks nut for the tightness. Left hand then moves over pin 4 and dispose the completed assembly into it. Prepare the 200 process chart for the above activities. So this is one more industrial task where it is required to perform the assembly of the 3 different components. The description they are given over here within this paragraph. By referring this paragraph, we are supposed to prepare the 200 process chart. So here we try to prepare that chart. Initially we are supposed to prepare the heading part of the chart. This is the 200 process chart for the present method. The task is assembly of washer, nut and bolt. The chart begins both hands free before assembly. The chart ends both hands free after assembly. The name of the person who has prepared the chart and the date of charting. Now these are the 2 different trunks that are prepared for the 2 different hands. On the left hand side it is for the left hand, on the right hand side that is for the right hand. Here the simultaneously activities that are performed by the both hands are recorded. So here if we read the description, the operator moves simultaneously his left hand to pin 1 for bolt and right hand to pin 2 for the washer. So there is a simultaneous movement of these both hands, left hand reaching for the bolt and right hand reaching for the washer. So here we have indicated that by the transportation symbol, which is numbered as 1, description for the left hand to bolt, description for the right hand to the washer, which is numbered as 1. Now the left hand is grasping the bolt and the right hand is grasping the washer. The operations. It is appeared first time, numbered as 1. Now we'll read the remaining part or the next part. Sorry. The left hand grasps the bolt while right hand grasps the washer. Both hands carry their objects back to the assembly position, where left hand holds the bolt while right hand position the washer over the bolt. So here the operator moving his both hands to the center position. We are supposed to use the transportation symbol. It is appearing second time, that's why numbered as a 2. Now the operator is holding the head of that bolt in his hand. So inverted triangle is a symbol for the same. It is appeared first time, that's why numbered as 1. Now the right hand will position the washer on the bolt. That event is indicating the operation which is taken place second time, that's why numbered as a 2. Now the remaining part, right hand then moves to the bin 3 for nut, pick up the nut and carries it back to the assembly position. So here that right hand is supposed to be moved to reach or to catch that nut, transportation symbol. It is grasping that nut and that right hand will move back to the assembly position again. So that is a transportation. We are given that number. You are knowing logic, how to assign these numbers. Now that right hand will position that nut over the bolt. Here they are given in a description that it carries it back to the assembly position. Position nut over the bolt, which is indicated over here. Position nut over the bolt. Threads the nut and check the nut for the tightness. So here there is a rotary motion which will be given to that nut. Then the threading operation is indicated over here. There is an inspection. See, it is required to rotate that nut to confirm whether it is tight or loose. So two events are taking place simultaneously. One is an operation that is indicating the rotary motion of the nut, and at the same time the tightness will be checked, that is inspection. So here we have used that two symbols simultaneously. The circle is indicating the operation which is indicating the rotary motion, and this square is indicating the inspection, confirming whether that nut is tightened or not. During this, the left hand is securing the head of that bolt, so the symbol is an inverted triangle. Now here the remaining part, left hand then moves over bin 4 and dispose the completed assembly into it. So here there is a transportation symbol to dispose of that assembly for the left hand. The right hand is ideal, symbol is a delay. The left hand will drop that assembly into the bin. So that is the operation, releasing that assembly into the bin, and at the end that left hand will be brought back to the center position, the transportation. Still that right hand is in ideal condition. It is indicated with this symbol delay. At the end it is required to prepare the summary. So this is the summary for the left hand, for the right hand. In the first column the various events are indicated by using the appropriate symbols, and the frequency is mentioned in the second column for the left hand as well as for the right hand. Here they are not given any value for the time, they are not given any value for the distance covered, so I have mentioned that column as a blank. So this is the way through which we are supposed to prepare the 200 process chart for the various industrial activities. We will try to summarize what we discussed in this lecture. We have started with the introduction to this 200 process chart, that is also called as the operator process chart. It is used to simultaneously record the activities that are performed by the workers by using their both hands. It is used to study the repetitive tasks as well as to study the workstation layout. We have discussed how to construct the 200 process chart. The approach is very similar to the previous charts, where supposes all the 5 symbols, but inspection and storage symbols are in different cells. The inspection symbol is used to record a touch or fill, whereas storage is used to indicate the grasping action. We have discussed how to prepare this chart. Initially prepare the heading part, then prepare 2 different charts for the 2 different hands. At the last prepare the summary. So hope the process of preparing the 200 process chart, the significance of preparation of this chart is clear to you. With this, we'll stop here. Thanks for your patience listening. Thank you.